Let's get to the point. April 2nd, 2025. There we were. Trump unleashed his so-called reciprocal tariff plan onto the world. Tariffs on Chinese goods, they went up from 34% to a whopping 125%. Shocking numbers, but it would seem zero facts. A tariff fantasia, if you will. But what does it all mean? Tariffs as weapons, crushing rules, shaking the very foundations of global trade. There are no winners in a tariff war. And when global well-being is being threatened, it is up to the world to stand up and say no to this type of unilateralism. China made its stance clear. Talk, we're open if it's equal. Fight, we'll go all the way. And China strikes back. Trump, China panicked. Did China actually panic? Or is the country's playbook for this type of scenario simply one that states, we will not back down? Seems to be the latter. Tariffs on US goods went from 34% to 84%, and on April 11th, up to 125%. Also filed another case with the WTO. Blacklisted more than a dozen US entities. Swift, sharp, resolute. To the point, if you will. And China is ready. Today's China is more and more connected to the world and also featuring more and more free trade deals. Think the BRI, the RCEP, think BRICS. Today, Chinese companies are also shifting their focus to the European Union, the Global South, and then there is the option to spur domestic consumption. And China's not the only one doing this. Look at Canada, look at the EU. More economies are standing up and saying no to coercion and yes to win-win cooperation. However, back in the US, there is a potential grim reality that many people may soon wake up to find themselves unemployed. They may wake up to higher bills. Every checkout receipt stamped with the cost of this trade war. Tariffs cannot rebuild what policy destroyed in the first place. America's hollowed-out industries weren't stolen, they were left behind. And on April 11th, the US announced reciprocal tariff exemptions for electronic devices. That's already a quiet climb down, a quiet retreat in Washington's big tariff game. Once a leader in globalization, the US now seems to be turning its back on a world it once actually helped build. China, on the other hand, still not backing down, still standing firm, ready to defend multilateralism together with the world. Because, let's get real here, tariffs hurt everyone. But that final bill, that will probably be paid by the American companies and people. We would love to know what you're thinking on the topic. Just tell us what you think.